Welcome to Undisputed. We are live from Los Angeles. I'm Jenny Taft here with Skip Bayless, Shannon Sharp. Good morning.
Good morning, Jenny. How are you?
Great. How are you?
I know you're better than that guy is.
Why is that?
He's having a rough ride here, rough run. It's okay. It's okay. You'll come out of it.
Sure will.
Yeah.
Guess what? Yep. A lot of these games are about to be at home.
I got it.
You know what we do.
And you have the equivalent of a Game 7 tonight against the Pelicans?
And who's been the best?
Must-win.
And who's been the best Game 7 guy in NBA history?
Kyrie Irving.
Don't do that, Skip.
Thank you.
That's so Really?
Yeah.
Did you see Kyrie last night?
Ooh.
That wasn't Game 7 last night. He watched that fourth quarter.
Well, I know, Skip, you're giving him a hard time, but we've got some bad news about your Cowboys that we're going to get to today.
I confess. I admit. I own up. I accept. I own.
No. Because you always try to diffuse the situation.
No, I don't. I don't. I'm embracing it.
Don't embrace it.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, we're going to get to everything about your Cowboys. We're also going to talk about Russell Westbrook. Why is he mad at a child? We'll tell you the latest. But we are going to start with LeBron. The Lakers are back home tonight to face the Pelicans. Besides the awkwardness of welcoming Anthony Davis to Staples for the first time since the trade deadline, many believe it's a must-win for LA. They're now 3 games out of the 8th spot in the West. LeBron questioned his teammates' sense of urgency after losing at New Orleans on Saturday, then called out his supporting cast again after falling to the lowly Grizzlies on Monday. But LeBron turned the ball over 9 times in those losses and suffered a few very noticeable lapses on defense. So, Shannon, what % of the blame is on LeBron for the Lakers' recent struggles?
I'm going to give him 65, 70%. Because I'm a firm believer that if you get the lion's share of the credit when things go well, you should take the lion's share of the blame.
So is it 65 or 70?
I give him 65 or 7. I give him 68.
Which is it?
Get a number,
Which is it?
68.5.
68.5. Okay, you're on the record.
Good.
68.5% of the blame. Thank you.
Yeah, I get it. LeBron James is averaging a triple-double since he's been in his return. But all of his numbers, his shooting numbers are down. Free throw percentage is down. Three-point percentage is down. From the field is down. He's not as efficient. He's turning the ball over at an alarming rate. And of all those things I could live with, but his teammates are following his lead on defense. They see him play little to no defense, and they think it's okay for them to play little or no defense.
Yeah.
And when you turn the ball over like they do as a team, when you don't shoot the ball from the field as well as they need to, they don't shoot the ball from the free throw line as well as they need to, you can't have lapses in defense. Because you build yourself a hold by not playing defense, and when you buckle in to try to play a little defense, you can't get back in the ball game because when you stop the clock to shoot free throws, you miss. So, Skip, I have to get, I know you think I'm a LeBron James supporter, and I am.
Thank you.
But I will, when he's not playing well, or if I see things that he should be doing that he's not doing, I do not hesitate, unlike somebody else I know, you. But anyway, 68.5% because I know he can play better. He will play better, and it starts tonight. Fans are going to be electric in that building. They probably hold AD.
Electric for the Pelicans.
Yep,
okay?
because guess what? They'll probably hold AD out again because they don't want
probably will.
They don't want us chanting, we want AD.
That is true.
Because we do.
I would agree.
And we're going to get him.
Yep.
But Skip, that's the way it works. If you are a superstar, when things go well, who gets the credit? When things go well when the Patriots, unlike you, Tom Brady gets all the credit. But when it goes bad, he got little old bitty Julian Edelman, man. Gronk is Frankenstein. Bill Belichick has lost his fastball.
That is true. All the above.
Yeah, I don't do that. But I don't do that.
Thank you for saying that.
I could say the same thing. I could say, well, Luke Walton has lost his fastball if he ever had one.
I don't think he had one.
Okay. I could, well, Kyle Kuzma out doing this. But let me tell you one thing, Skip. What about the bench? Do you know on Monday night, the bench had 7 total points, Jenny, and 70 combined minutes of playing time. What am I supposed to do? What Brown's supposed to do with that?
What was it? Memphis's bench was 33-7?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's LeBron supposed to do with that? I just need LeBron to be LeBron. I need him to get back to those efficient numbers, shooting the basketball. He about to go another, he probably go like 12 or 14 tonight from the free throw line.
12 or 14, but he's not going to get to 80% for the year.
I mean,
well, I'm just.
That's probably not going to.
What about can we do an addendum, get it down to 75?
No.
Really, we cannot. Nope.
Jenny, what kind of?
That's not how stats work? You were so overconfident with that 80%.
I was, but I'm not overconfident now.
Yeah.
Okay.
68.5, Skip Bayless.
Okay. You know what the irony of this question is for me?
What?
I would reduce the percent of blame that I heap upon your man LeBron James if just one night, one moment, one media session, he would accept 1 ounce of the blame. He will accept 0%. Do you know what wonders it would work for this squad if LeBron suddenly stepped up, the shoot around this morning, and said, hey, I just want everybody to know everything that's gone on since I came back from my injury is my fault. I'm the best player on this team, obviously, and I need to take 100. Okay, on the planet, he can say that because he already proclaimed himself the GOAT the other day on what
the numbers say, if he's not the GOAT, he's GOAT-ish.
Yep.
Exhibited GOAT-ish
so now
behavior.
You're sort of finessing that into GOAT-ish.
No. I'm saying the numbers say if he's not the GOAT, he exhibited GOAT features.
Okay. Well, if he were the GOAT, he would step up and say, it's my fault, because by your premise and everything you just said, best player on the planet, GOAT, then he needs to take, and I'm being conservative here, but at least 75% of the blame for what's happened over the 3 and 6 stretch. And on some nights, he deserves to take about 95%.
Stop it.
No, seriously, after some false narrative, and I'm going to tell you why. The truth is that LeBron has quit on the kids because he didn't get what he wanted, which was Anthony Davis. All of his bad body language to me says, you know what? I didn't get Anthony, so I'm just going to have to go through the motions and finish out the rest of this year and wait until next year when I finally get some superstar help. That's what everything that I saw in the Memphis game smacked of. That was the message and the signal that he was sending, because it's not fair to condemn the kids here, and he condemned them right after the game. He sent another signal, another blame deflection, finger pointing, with his quote about, if you can't stand the heat, get out of the Laker kitchen, basically is what he said. If you can't live up to these kind of distractions, then turn in your Laker jersey and go somewhere else. That's basically what he said after the game. Am I right?
Something to that.
Yeah, well, you smiled because I think you liked the way I put it.
It wasn't quite as hard.
Okay, so what do I see? I see one quit game by the kids, but it came before the deadline. It came a couple of days before the deadline at Indiana when they didn't even have Victor Oladipo. And what happened? The Lakers with LeBron, that was his second game back from injury. They got humiliated and annihilated by 42 points without Victor Oladipo. And why was that? Because Indiana fans were chanting at Brandon Ingram on the free throw line, LeBron's going to trade you. Right?
Yes.
And it was funny, and it worked. And Brandon said, I didn't even hear it, but you just know it seeped into his psyche, and it seeped into all their psyches.
And then they told JaVale, not worth trading.
Not worth trading. That was even funnier. Touche. Way to go. Okay, so that was just a psychological wreck that night of a basketball team, and I give you that. But then what happened? A few nights later, the trade deadline came, and it passed on a fateful Thursday. No, well, then that night they played at Boston.
Oh, yeah.
At Boston. And what happened at Boston? Kyle Kuzma happened at Boston, and he could have been traded.
Triple-dub happened at Boston.
And Rajon Rondo, the ex-Celtic, miraculously beat the buzzer with a shot that just, I thought it was like a 1,000,000,000 shot from Rajon Rondo, and he made it to save the day and save the night. That was trade deadline day and night,
Might have been the last shot he made, too.
Okay, well, you might be right about that. You could argue he's been affected by this, but Kyle Kuzma and Brandon Ingram have not been. Look at what they've done since the trade deadline. Each has averaged 23 points a game. Kyle Kuzma has shot 45% from the three-point line since the trade deadline. Brandon Ingram, averaging 23 points, has shot 47% from the three-point line. Well, that's outrageously good.
Yep.
Hey, does that look like quit to you?
No.
Are those quit numbers?
I think the biggest thing that would have happened, Skip, Rondo, Lance, JaVale, and Tyson Chandler have disappeared. With LeBron, over the last 7 games, the Lakers are minus 73 when LeBron is out the court. So what that tells me, Skip, if they have a lead, when LeBron leaves, they're unable to hold that lead. If they're behind when LeBron leaves the court, it tells me they're in a bigger gap once he comes back.
Okay.
That's the problem, Skip. Kuzma and Ingram, they're playing well. But the backup